Hello everyone, I'm back with the Bitcoin price analysis. Let's look at how this move is panning out. I think a lot of people are panicking with this big red candle which started yesterday night. It was, I think we have gone very close to 200-day moving average, and this was a correction which is setting in. Now let's see if we really have the reasons to panic. I had drawn this support line right at the previous high, which we broke out of yesterday or day before yesterday. Uh, so this looks like we have gone well below that, but let me see what are the other areas we should watch out for. So if you remember, this is the critical trend line, which we so if you're following my videos, I've always been talking about this medium term trend line, which was right all the way back to $20,000, and we broke out of it on April 20th. We consolidated very well in this zone, and this move was actually pretty fast. Means I was hoping it will consolidate a little more, and that's why I had put $10,000 as my resistance, assuming that we will hit this particular trend 200-day moving average few days later. But it looks like we got very close to it, and that may have triggered some profit taking. Remember that Bitcoin trades at different exchanges and different prices, so it sometimes it's not very accurate. This 200-day moving average. I'm using Bitfinex because it's easy on TradingView. Maybe there is a few dollars here and there, but overall, I would just take it as just like we did earlier on in March. I would assume that we are coming back from 200-day moving average. So yes, it is definitely a bit of a concern, but I'm not yet worried because this was expected. This 200-day moving average, when we broke down, it was pretty bearish. There was a we tried to break it again and we couldn't, and still this 200-day moving average is going up. So we can still go back, have some correction, and again try to hit it. So as the more and more we go and try to break it, it will become easier to break later on. So at this moment, I think I would look out for 8500. So let me move my trend line back, the support line, I mean, back to around 8600 zone, which is where we had broken out from the trend line, and also this was the support, I would say, because it was a very important breakout point. Some people use this trend line itself as a support, but it is a downward trending trend line. If that has to materialize, we are looking at almost like if we come down, it can go all the way to $8,000 again. So I'm assuming that will happen in next few days. But I'm still hopeful that because of the kind of volumes we saw on the up move, the kind of buying, I am still hopeful that this move will take some support at 8,500. But again, this is a huge move in very small time. We have come up from $6,500 all the way to 9,800, and that is like more 50%, more than 50% move. So having a correction here is actually healthy. uh, don't panic. I think yes, the alts are taking some serious hit, but I think it will recover if the Bitcoin stabilizes above 8,500. Let's go and look at 15-minute candles and see what were the volumes looking like, what triggered it. So I think it started pretty much late in the night yesterday, Pacific time. For me, I think from universal time perspective, it is showing it started on 25th of April, as early as 2:30 a.m. This was a normal move, and I think this was the big candle which I can see here. This is a huge profit taking. It's not that we have not seen it after these big moves. We have seen it earlier, and we kept on going. But it came in multiple waves. I think the volumes are big again. So if you see here around 8,800, I am seeing some big green candle, and there is a good chance. So there's a lot of volume which got absorbed here. Again, I will check in the other exchanges. I'll post on the Facebook post on what I am seeing. This is the data from Bitfinex, which is looking like there is a lot of accumulation happening at this correction again. Let's see if we can hold on to this 8,800, because that is actually not a bad area. Let's go back to 1 day chart because I still like that. So 8,800 area, this is actually after this breakout. It was kind of a consolidation area. So this is where a lot of volumes have already come in. This big move was pretty quick, so it's just taking support again in this consolidation area. So actually, let me move my before 8,500. I would like to see if we can stay in this zone, and then maybe I will add another support area. So I'm still bullish. No, I don't think it's a bull trap or something right now. I would call it a bull trap if we go all the way down to 8,000 or below this trend line again. It is very much possible that anything can happen. We have to be prepared for all the probabilities. But at this moment, I would still look at it as a correction and not a big cause of concern. We do need something when we have such a huge 50% move in a very short time. And as I have been hinting at in my previous videos, this has to it's always healthier if we do some sideway movement before we take a next leg. But we had very quick three big green candles, you can see. This was better, and that's how we were able to break out of this trend line. But this time I think the volumes are coming too fast, and you will see traders taking profit. So that's all from Bitcoin. I think we will come back again, see how this support holds, and how that day ends today. And then let's review maybe a day or two from now if we are able to break out of this 200-day moving average. In the meanwhile, if please continue sending us feedback. If you have any questions, what you would like to see, subscribe to our channel, and you will get notification about new videos. We are planning to do a lot more live shows about some interesting coins, fundamental analysis, and also a portfolio planning, which is in works. So look forward to seeing you here on this channel, and thanks for joining.